Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. Before I get into this milestone video, last video I gave a shout out to Mike, baseball collector. He recently did his personal top 10 sports card collections on YouTube, and I was fortunate and blessed to have made his top 10 list for my Wade Boggs player collection. Well, I want to give another shout out, this time to Snoop12922. Definitely go check out Snoop's channel, Snoop12922. He recently did his own version of Mike's top 10 list, but Snoop dedicated it to his top 10 player collector YouTube channels. And again, I was blessed to have made his top 10 list. So Snoop, really appreciate it. Thank you. Definitely go check out his channel. Really great to recently get this much attention on my channel and my collection. So again, thank you, both of you. All right. For player collectors, I would say, generally speaking, the goal of a player collector is to get as many different cards of that particular player as possible. Sure, we may have some duplicates in our collection. I certainly have duplicates as well, but my overarching goal is to get as many different Wade Boggs cards as I can. So in the mail this week, I received a card that got me to another milestone in my collection. So I'm going to show that off and then sort of give at a glance of my Wade Boggs collection. I love numbers and stats. I have an Excel spreadsheet that has my checklist, but it goes beyond that. And I do a lot of sort of number crunching. It's just what I enjoy doing. It's interesting for me to see where I am, what I have, what I'm missing in my collection. It also helps me with certain goals that I've set for myself. So again, yeah, I'm going to show off the milestone card, but before I do that, I got some other cards in the mail, a vintage Hall of Famer, and a couple other Boggs cards that lead up to the milestone card. So let's go take a look. All right, normally when I have a mixture of Wade Boggs cards and vintage Hall of Famers, I lead with the Wade Boggs cards, but for this video, I'm going to show off the vintage card first, then get to the Boggs cards. So one vintage Hall of Famer that I did pick up is the 1979 Topps Don Sutton in a PSA 8. Slight diamond centering. You get that a lot with the 79s, but overall pretty good shape. Again, overall nice centering. Now the back though, yeah, I would have preferred a more nicely centered back, but for the price that I picked this up for, I can't complain. I had been trying to get the 79s in an 8. I have a couple 9s. Some of the key cards maybe in lower grade, but yeah, I had my eye on trying to pick up an 8 for a reasonable price, and I got what I consider a very good deal. So it's worth the major off center on the back. But again, I don't display the cards on the back. I look at the front, and that is a nice clean copy. So yeah, the 79 Topps Don Sutton. All right, on to the Boggs cards. Now I have two cards again to show off before I get to the milestone card. And the first one is from 2021 Stadium Club. Yes, I am using my license as a player collector to include this as a Wade Boggs card. It is a Cal Ripken. It's the Stadium Club Chrome version. but of course it features Boggs prominently trying to tag Ripken out at third. So even though this is a Cal Ripken card, I have added it to my checklist and consider this a Wade Boggs card for my collection. So that's another addition there. These chromes are not serial numbered. And the next to last one is from 2021 Topps, I believe, Series 2. It's the All-Star Relic card. Nice bat piece there. This is the black border, and it is serial numbered to 199. Nice one there. I don't have the base version yet, but I did pick up the black. All right, on to the Milestone card. Now, this isn't a flashy card. It's not a high dollar value card. You know, as player collectors go, sometimes you pick up some base cards, maybe some parallels, sometimes some higher end cards. You just don't know. But this is the one that has now gotten me to 5,300 different Wade Boggs cards. And it is the 2020 Allen and Ginter Mini, but it's not the base card. This is the, whether you want to call it short print, it's the no number version. Normally the card number is right there, but this one does not have the card number, and I believe it's not serial numbered, but I believe the print run is only 50. So it is a fairly big pickup for me for my 5,300th. I actually started the year at 5,200 different. So it's been one of my slower years in terms of building up my Wade Boggs collection. And if you're a player collector, you know the more cards, different cards that you acquire, there's fewer and fewer cards that you are missing. And lately it seems over the last, well, in 2021, but even in 2020, it seems that most of the bulk of the Boggs cards that have been released are either really low serial numbered cards, or they're from high-end products where, you know, an auto jersey card out of 25 goes for $75 plus. Some of the lower serial numbered cards, you're at $100 or more that these are selling for. They're just getting to be above my budget price range. Could I afford to get one of those? Yep. But then with my budget, I may not be able to pick up another card for possibly a couple weeks. So I've been trying to look for, you know, these smaller cards like the Allen and Ginter Mini, other parallel cards like the Stadium Club Chrome, other ones to fill in the gaps. So I'm more looking at, you know, what I'm missing, seeing what's on eBay. I check my watch list every day, and more I'm going through the list, and I have most of them that are listed. So it is getting harder and harder to build my Boggs list or collection, but I still enjoy it. And yeah, reached another milestone here of 5,300. So let's go take a just a look at a glance of my Wade Boggs collection. So currently, there are 9,500 different cards in my checklist, and at 5,300 different, that is 56% of the total cards made of Wade Boggs that I'm aware of in my checklist that I own. Now, my overall goal is to try to keep that as close to 60% as I can. And the reason being is you'll see the next line there. Boggs has had 2,287 one of ones made of him. It's just a huge number of one of ones. Now, I know I'm sure there are other players out there that have a lot more, but you know, for me, over 20, almost 2,300 one of ones, Most of them I'm never going to get, even if I see them pop up on eBay. They want a fortune for them. I haven't really picked up many one-of-ones lately, but I do own 173 one-of-ones, which is 8% of the total. I have no particular goal in mind for getting one-of-ones in my collection. If I'm lucky enough to pick one up, that's great. But it's not a focus of mine to track down and collect more one-of-ones at this time. So again, playing around with some of the numbers, which I love to do, I took a look at how many different cards there were when you removed the one-of-ones. So ones that would be realistic for me to go after, to chase, to try to add to my collection. And there are 7,213 different non-one-of-one Wade Boggs cards. Of those, I have 5,129, which is 71% of the available non-one-of-one Wade Boggs cards out there. Now, my goal is to try to keep that at 70. I'm at 71%, so I'm on my goal there, which is nice. But then I took it a step further, and when I explained over the last couple years, there have been a tremendous number of like multiplayer cards with Boggs on them that are serially numbered to 2, 4, 6. A lot of the Leaf products, Lumber Kings and things like that, just a ton of different versions, and they're all low serial numbered, which I don't realistically have a chance to go after. So again, crunching the numbers here, I said, where am I with cards in the checklist that have a basically either non-serial numbered or have a serial number greater than 10. So total cards that have a serial number of greater than 10 are 6,140. So of that total, I have 4,867 different Boggs cards that either are non-serial numbered or have a serial number of 10 or greater. And that's 79% of the total. My goal is 80%, so I'm just off of that. So yeah, there you have it. This is probably more information than you care to know about. But again, these are some of the things that I look at for my collection. But yep, have reached another milestone, 5,300 Wade Boggs cards. I hope you enjoyed the update to my Wade Boggs collection. If you like this video, would really appreciate a thumbs up. That's all I have for you. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.